Carpal tunnel syndrome can cause pain, numbness, and overall discomfort in our wrists. First, we need to understand that it comes from both the upper shoulder/neck region and the lower forearm. Faulty posture from rolled forward shoulders, sitting too long, or simply slumping and not engaging our core is the first domino that falls. From there, we begin to change our mechanics and eventually irritate the muscle tissue and fascia in both our shoulder and lower arm. Here, we want to focus on our shoulder and position of our spine. We want to make sure that we are standing straight, holding our tension in the core. This will allow our shoulder blades to move naturally with our upper spine and back. I often tell my clients to choose a color, and each time they see that color throughout the day, to make sure their posture and wrist position are in a neutral position. This is huge because many times this injury can be misdiagnosed, and it is a simple case of someone always standing with their wrist in an extended position. It sounds a bit too simple to be true, but this was the case for my mom, as she noticed she was always leaning against her table, having her hand and wrist in this extended position. Remember that the onset of this problem is coming from the upper shoulder region of our back. Start by simply placing 2 tennis balls, or for even more specific trigger point work, the soft version of the Beastie balls, under your shoulder blades and start searching for some painful spots. My favorites are the swim line and the scapular plus in this motion, but it is your body, so get creative and have some fun. From here, I like to go into my upper chest and lateral posterior deltoid. You will definitely find some spots that are on fire. Don't kid yourself, as these are definitely related to your pain. Then get on the floor and go through this modified lat roll. By keeping your hips on the ground and doing these small movements, you will make the pain much less and the results much greater. Lastly, we cannot forget to work on the lower arm. I like using a smaller version of a normal foam roll. This is a bit nuts because the first 30 seconds will be totally cool, but then it is almost like your nervous system releases and then the fun begins. I am not always in the camp that our muscles are weak. Most likely you are using these muscles daily from typing, video game playing, or simply gripping the weights at the gym. So I like to do the same exercises with the focus on activation and education of our nervous system. This will help these muscles get turned on and active. The first exercise I like to call the barking chicken. Simply take a rubber band around your fingers and continue this exercise until your fingers can't pump out anymore. This one is cool because you can do it at the office, at your kid's game, or on the couch in front of the TV. A more advanced one is the 3-way wrist blasters. These guys will make you want to cry, but they are super effective. Match these with the stretches shown here and you are on your way down pain-free road. Simply sleeping 6 hours daily for 1 week begins to wreak havoc on our body, with 7 to 9 hours being the minimum sleep our body needs. A fantastic book by Dr. Matthew Walker called Why We Sleep goes into this much deeper. I personally love to focus on a field I call wakefulness. This is prepping your body for the day, and this can be done by just taking 20 minutes in the morning, doing some breathing exercises, focusing on activating your diaphragm, some affirmations to make sure you tune up your mindset, and finish it with some warm water mixed with sea salt, natural honey, and lime. I personally like to have my keto coffee after, but do this for a few days and you will be ready to run through a wall. All exercises that were mentioned in this video can be found in the links below in the description. If you liked this video, then make sure to subscribe to my page and hit that bell up top if you want to be notified when the next one comes out. My goal is to pump one of these bad boys out a week, focusing on both lifestyle and a field I like to call epic rehab. For shorter versions of similar videos in rehab, check me out on my Instagram account at davidgrant_GTS, and also my other socials like Facebook, and of course my website gtsgermany.com, where I will have a very cool store with both free products and products to purchase that are just awesome.